Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 24 of Making Meaning with Joel Corda, just like the title says. I have a really good guest tonight. Before I get into that, I want to play. I'm trying some new stuff, trying the technology. I pre-recorded songs, which is silly because live is better. But I played them live. I'll tell you what, they're all one-take wonders. This song is the one that you hear during the intro. It is on... There is a bad boy. There's not. Those don't exist anymore. No more CDs. That's right. We sold those one out. It's on the album called Big Dumb Heart. It's a song called Drive. Here we go. Driving my car, I can drive fast, can go far. Driving my car, I can drive fast to where you are. From where you are, I can see things I've never known. But these things, they seem a long, long way from home. Come to your window, now it's clear, now free. Come to your window, climb down, be with me. Come be with me, I got nothing but time. Come be with me, I got something on my mind. I need a real connection. I need some real affection. I need a real connection. I need some real affection. These days are longer than I've ever known. Take away these days, give me chills, chills to the bone. Chills to the bone, remind me of days when I'm at home. When I'm at home, I can't drive, I'm all alone. When I'm at home, I can't drive, I'm all alone. Look at that. Two me's for a second there. That was very exciting. Look, Matt Holbrook checking in with us. Hi, buddy. Back at you. Want to real quick show my ad for the Oboil Steelworks before we get into my interview with our guest today. Are you ready? Oboil Steelworks.
Strength, story, steel.
That's O'Boyle Steelworks.
Every knife we forge is one of a kind, built to last, built for you. From custom blades to hand-etched detail.
Each piece carries history in its steel.
Whether for daily use or as a showpiece for generations, we craft it by hand right here in Montana. Find O'Boyle Steelworks on Instagram, Facebook, Etsy, and Patreon.
Strength, story, steel.
I mean, come on. The O'Boyles out there making the good stuff. All right, my people. My guest tonight is someone who has spent her career helping stories land clearly, honestly, and with heart. Shannon Newth has worn a lot of hats over the years: news anchor, spokesperson, communicator, business owner. And now she's helping shape how the rest of the world understands Great Falls through her work with Great Falls tourism. Last year, she earned a Telly Award for the documentary Feisty Women of Great Falls, a project that brought long overlooked local stories into the spotlight, and one I was honored to actually contribute some music to. What I love about Shannon's work is that it sits right at the intersection of journalism, creativity, and community. Tonight, we're going to talk about storytelling, place, collaboration, and what it means to give voice to stories that matter, especially the ones hiding right in our own backyard. Please welcome Shannon Newth. I'm going to take your face off of your face.
Now you get the Instagram versus reality.
Should we tell the people how annoying that was for you to try to get a picture of yourself to me?
It wasn't annoying for me. I just felt bad. I sent him other pictures and videos, but it was from nothing of the professional fancy kind. So
I
there you go.
But we did it. And I'm so glad to have you.
That was such a nice intro.
Well, for you, buddy.
Oh, well, thank you. Also, when Matthew said, "Hi, buddy," I immediately think, "Hi, buddy. Hope you find your dad."
That's exactly what we say to each other every time. Hey, look, I'm looking the
it.
wrong way.
I know. I'm sorry. I want to look at you as a person, so
I'm doing this.
Doing both.
My mom last week said you need to look like you're looking at each other.
Yeah.
And what I could do is move these things around, but
See, coming from the journalism world, I want to look at you when I'm having a conversation.
Okay, but I am going to look there.
The camera. Okay.
I will do that just to annoy my mother.
Oh.
No. So, hi, Shannon.
Mom.
Shannon, how's it? Oh. Let me do it this way.
Are you looking this way?
Yeah, then.
I can talk to your Darth Vader over here.
He's pretty
What's
good.
up with your Darth Vader? Are you is he your hero?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Can you do the voice?
No, I used to be able to do
just the breathing part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't even try to do the voice. I believe that was my first complete memory.
Darth Vader.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
That whole day, because I was 4 when that movie came out,
Wow.
and I remember the whole thing. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
I
We're
didn't
looking at
see
each
Star
other,
Wars till Star Wars Day, May the 4th. Be with you.
Let it be with you.
10 years ago, maybe. So I have not seen much of it. And
It's pretty great.
Waited till later in my life. Yeah.
I'm surprised that happened that way.
I know.
Let's get into it, buddy.
Okay.
You've been a news anchor, spokesperson, and now you're helping tell
No, not really.
the story, kind of,
I mean, that's a dream.
of Great Falls itself. When you look back, what's the common thread that connects all those chapters? The other thing that I left out was your business, clear communication.
Clear Source Communications.
Yes.
Yeah. So what's the common thread between all those things?
Yeah.
So storytelling and communicating
Love it.
is really the basis of all of that, whether it was on the news, in our business with Clear Source Communications, in the name, right? Whether it's at tourism, storytelling there, really storytelling communications kind of at the heart of all of those. And it can look different ways. So when I tell people I left KRTV, that was about 3 years ago, I tell them I'm still telling stories of our community, just in a different way now, just in a different way and on a different. And I also don't have to get up at 1 a.m. anymore for the tourism job. So that's really the difference. Is that nothing's
It's pretty
an emergency
awesome.
in general, and different schedule, but still telling stories of the community.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. What made you? No, I'm not going to ask you what made you leave something. Good Lord.
I mean, I can
Tell us
share
about.
if you'd
Okay.
like.
So
Ask away.
What's funny is I've known you forever, I believe.
It feels like it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't remember meeting.
I don't remember our distinct meeting either. I feel like I've known you for a long time,
Yeah,
of you for a long time,
that's what I'm saying.
known
It's
you for a
weird.
long time. But I think us like getting to know each other more, being friends is a more last couple of years. But I don't really remember the distinct shift.
Right.
I mean, you're a great human, and
Oh,
we're
well,
like,
that's-
hey, let's get together.
let's hang out.
Let's talk creative things.
Yes,
Great, and that's where it grew from.
that is where it grew from,
Yeah.
and working through the tourism.
Yeah, which you mentioned it,
Yeah,
but the Feisty Women documentary that we produced through Great Falls, Montana Tourism, you are the score. You generously provided the score for that documentary.
yeah.
Yeah. Do you have an applause sound effect? We need that.
Hold it. Hold
Oh,
it.
you have that? Yeah,
Hold it.
the road has one of
Locked and
those.
loaded.
Yeah.
We're gonna
This
get
is what happened. This is what happens with me. There it is. End zone right there. It's your- we have at Tourism we have a podcast
Yes.
which you provide
The music for.
the music for as well. Common thread here,
And most.
and you have been the all-time leading guest.
I'm bird dogging to see. I'm making sure
Yeah.
that
You
if
are
somebody
winning most
gets
reoccurring guest.
that's
Really, you win though because you're literally on every episode. Your voice is at least with the song. So he does the intro song, our tourism podcast called We're No Damn Experts, DAM, for all the dams we have in our community. But we have the roadcaster over there that
That's
you're
great.
using. And I sometimes I'll want to throw the sound effect in, like an applause.
Yeah.
I'm like, hold on, let me find it again.
not gonna work.
Wait a minute. And Rebecca always makes fun of me. But we get there.
we do. Let me show that because
You're showing the roadcaster?
I'm showing. No, nobody.
Oh, you're
can
showing
see.
the
They can see the roadcaster
the
in the background.
podcast. Yes. So upper
Yeah.
left-hand
Upper
corner that is
left.
hidden behind
right here.
your thing.
Mhm.
No, it is
Oh, it's up there.
it is hidden.
Up in there.
right behind
Yeah, I
that.
can't see that. Mm.
It says podcast
yeah, yeah.
in the upper left-hand
Yeah,
corner.
that would be really helpful to be able to get to right now.
Yeah, it is not wanting you
It's
to.
just
Hey,
not-
if you type in
podcast.
yeah, or just We're No Damn Experts or podcast. Let's try that. You can also, if you just Google We're No Damn Experts, that comes up as well. Oh boy.
It's never going to
This
work.
is maybe not
Hey, but
gonna-
look at this.
There's Feisty Women.
I did put that.
That-
It's. I mean, I have that picture, but this
Yeah.
is awesome. Let's get into it.
Okay.
Tell the
Hey,
people.
there's
an episode.
there's an episode where
look
we
at that.
talked about Feisty Women.
Look at that professional photo too.
Yeah, I
by the
had
way.
that in the bank too. I could have sent you a few. Yeah, so we're no damn experts. Yeah, so Rebecca, the woman you're seeing on there as well next to me, is the executive director of Great Falls, Montana Tourism, my co-host on the podcast. She's been there since the beginning, for all 267 episodes. I've been there since episode 70 something, I suppose. Maddie Hazard was there before me. She was fantastic. So
Yeah.
267 episodes in, and your song has graced every single one of them.
I don't know who I want to say. Take that, so and so. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who else does
Just the world.
Yeah, world.
Joe Rogan's podcast, take that.
He'll notice.
He will. He will. He's going to listen to this. We'll tag him in it.
So we've known each other for a while.
Yes.
I think I knew you through TV, and for sure TV, and just would
Yeah.
see. I don't know. It's just one of those things where we knew each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I sold myself to you for the music. I don't think you had anything to do with
For the documentary,
Yeah, yeah.
I think the fact that you made it available, that you were like, hey, well, okay, we had been talking about, because the concept of the Feisty Women documentary was in existence for a while. It was a initial kind of dream and idea. I mentioned Maddie Hazard, who was in the position at Tourism before I was, that I hold now. And Rebecca had this kind of dream of highlighting feisty women in our community. And then it eventually became this reality to have this documentary. And you were a big support system for me through this, because we'd get together and have coffee. And just by nature of who I am and coming from the broadcast world, unfortunately, last minute push on projects
Which I get.
tends to be my
I
style.
get. I'm like, what do you need?
Yeah, but he was great because we'd meet for coffee and be like, I am so behind. I need to get this done. I don't know what I'm doing with this. And you were a fantastic support. But through that, I remember talking about what kind of my initial vision was the Yellowstone TV show theme song, where it's like this very like westerny moving, like da, 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 da. I can't do it, but I'm not even going to try.
You were doing it though.
Not even going to try.
You got it.
But that, and you took that and you're like, I think I have something that'll work for this.
Yeah.
And it did. It was great. It, to me, it was the perfect tone. And when I heard one of the songs, which is the intro to the documentary, immediately I was like, that's it. That's the
Right. And I
sound
knew that.
I
So
want to start.
I had this incredible band for a little while. Had Lindsay Nussbaum with the Didgeridoo,
I love a didgeridoo.
right? And a lot of what you used was Didgeridoo and Steve Olson, who we talked on your podcast
Fantastic.
with.
Yes.
He was playing the violin. And the beginning of that song on the album, I wanted to just be this marshy, bubbles up, and then the song comes out. And I'll play the song for you in a minute.
I love it.
But it's not anything like on the album. So you
Right.
can hear that if you look up Love
Yeah.
Again with Joel Corda and the No Account on Spotify. But
Okay.
what you got was everything without the vocals.
Yeah. So it was
acoustic
the
guitar,
same but
me,
different. Yeah.
Dusty Peterson playing electric, Nikki Herzog playing bass, Matt Johnson playing drums.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which it was really good. And it's so funny. I have heard this song just through the editing process of this. I've heard it so many times that I don't know.
You don't know the words.
I have no idea what the words are.
Right, here we go.
I've just
Ladies
heard
and gentlemen,
the
here we go. Let me show you. I'm going to show you what it looks like. It's this mug right there.
Perfect.
Those are all the people I was talking about because they're awesome.
They're all fantastic.
But here is the song with just me and the words. So. If I tell you that I'm sorry, tell you I'm afraid, tell you I'm ashamed of all the things that call my name, would you call my name? Would you call my name? It's the pain of not knowing, it's pain of could have been, it's pain of all the things you want, what you have instead, have instead, have instead. Can't go to before time, responsibility and weight. Can't just get into that car and drive away, drive away, drive away. And Jesus, if you're out there, Jesus, if you're not dead, can give him back what's been taken. Fill him with love again, love again, love again, love again, love again. It or not, one take, whether you like it.
One take. You get after those vocals. That is a totally different song than what I remember. It's much different without the didgeridoo.
Hey, who put those words
Love
in there?
it. Love the song.
Yeah, I got some notes.
Yeah.
No more
Just
words.
Sounds totally different.
Bring back the didgeridoo.
So if you want to hear the full out version or just the musical version, watch the documentary. And then if you want all of it together, you get your CD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There. Thank you, Jenny.
Hi,
Goldie.
Jenny.
Anybody who wants to pipe in? Anybody who wants to ask Shannon
Oh,
A non-gotcha question.
Oh boy.
So I'll just put them up if it's. Hey, that time you did the.
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
I don't have
Next
a great memory.
question,
So.
young lady. Oh
Yeah.
no, wait, no, we gotta finish with the.
Oh, okay.
So Feisty Women.
Yeah. Okay.
It kind of was the little film that could.
I hope.
You finished
Yeah.
it the night before the.
Joel,
night before
I was still looking at it the morning of. Let's
the
be honest.
morning of the premiere.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
That was a big event.
It was. Yeah. So it premiered. Feisty Women documentary premiered at the History Museum on a second Saturday event in conjunction with an exhibit that opened at the History Museum that's still up. I believe they're going to have it up through this March.
Okay.
Under the same name, Feisty Women of Great Falls, and Liz Laver, who you had on,
Yep.
my friend and teammate from a couple of weeks ago, Liz.
Yes.
She was the one who helped design with the History Museum. Ashley at the History Museum helped to design that exhibit there. So yeah, Feisty Women of Great Falls documentary launched at the second Saturday event. Happened to be International Women's Day that it launched, which was great. So I had good crowd there, and now it's available always streaming on our YouTube channel. Visit Great Falls, Montana on YouTube.
This
So
guy right here.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
on YouTube.
I love it.
Yeah, it exists on there. So
There's more though.
There's
There's more.
more.
You don't want it. You
There's
don't want
more.
to. You don't want to. Your own horn.
is that it? Oh,
It's a horn. You want a Telly Award. Telly the
Yeah.
people.
Telly the
Telly
people.
Award.
Yeah, this is an award that exists. It's called the Telly Awards. Well, I mean, people think they know about like the Emmys and Oscars and stuff, right? And like this is a legit, this is
it
a
exists.
nationwide international award. And thank you to people who voted for it because it received a Silver People's Choice Telly Award, and I loved that because it really is much of what I think. It's very true, I think, to some of the spirit of Great Falls, where we have a little bit of a chip on our shoulder because we know we have momentum. We know we have potential. We know we're a great place. We know we have good people.
Yeah.
But often it can be sometimes looked at maybe as the stepchild of Montana, and Butte probably in some capacity. Or people just think, oh, small town Montana, nothing much going on there. Nothing's really there. So the fact that it was in the Telly Awards and won a Silver Telly along with productions that involved big names or a lot of people on the team, all of these things. I'm really proud of that we can say, hey, no, we can produce good work
Right.
out of Great Falls that can stand against other films.
What was the other film festival? Berlin?
So yeah, it's actually been chosen for 2 film festivals. The LA Independent Women Films, and then the Berlin Short Film Awards. Thank you. Sadly, I was really hoping that the Berlin one would be an in-person one. It was just an online one, and
Didn't
gotta
get to go to
gotta go to Berlin.
Guys?
Gotta go represent in Berlin. Yeah, but both were. I shouldn't say both. The Berlin one was an online
Yeah.
film
Good.
festival. So
But you got,
Yeah.
I mean, you wanted to make a film that honored
Yeah.
women in Great Falls.
Yes.
And you were hoping the Great Fallsians saw it and
Right.
Montanans saw it, but
Right.
it got way beyond those
Right.
walls.
Which is so cool because these women's stories deserve to be heard on a
Mhm.
broader scale. And their stories they're very relatable for Montanans, I think, in a lot of ways, but they're relatable for, I think, all humans. Like every element of one of these women's stories would be touch your heart, or you'd be cheering for them, or you'd be in awe of them in some way. So
Yeah.
I'm really proud of that too, that these stories are being told on a broader scale.
Yeah.
And that's the point, is that, and these stories can live, I mean, this isn't, just for this year. I mean, these stories exist, and we hope people will continue to watch this film, this documentary for years to come, because, and their stories are still evolving. I say that. So we have 5 feisty women that were featured, 4 women of the past, 1 living legend, as we call her.
Showed her. Let me,
Yes,
let me get
Miss
that back.
Norma Ashby Smith,
Here
who's
she
just
comes.
absolutely incredible. She just received the Governor's Spirit of Montana Award. She also just turned 90 this last December.
Right.
So this is Norma and I and her husband Dwight. They're in their home. This was last January, when her and I did the interview there. And shout out to Tim Lee, who helped do the photography for this interview. So there's getting to chat with Norma, and she is just incredible. First Lady of Montana Television. She paved the way at KRTV, so people like myself and other women who have come before me could hold that place. But Norma's one of our 5 feisty women. And so, of course, her story continues to evolve. But other stories continue to evolve as well. And one example of that is Annie Busby, who is one of the 5 feisty women. Her family, and part of why she was selected for this is because her family has just dove headfirst into her story and just gone through genealogy, gone through ancestry, gone through old records and newspaper.com and History Museum and all these things to figure out Annie's story. And they are still finding new things out about Annie or Annie's story. So Annie's descendants, Dan Moreno, who owns Annie's Tap House in downtown Great Falls, which from a tourism perspective, we wanted to share women's stories who you could also connect with when you come and visit our community in some way. So of course, with Annie's, that one's easy. You go visit Annie's Tap House, her namesake. You can try Annie's Homestead Hefeweizen. That's her beer. It's my favorite one there. Really good. You can see Annie's picture on the wall inside the tap house with her rifle there holding it. But Annie's story is just incredible. They are still finding things out about her. And so Annie was one of the first women, if not the first woman, to utilize the Homestead Act here in Montana, here in north central Montana. She farmed on her own, and that was unheard of in that time.
Right.
Like women were not really allowed to farm on their own in that time. And she also came up with like really innovative new ways. She was early on in barley and having barley on her land and creating a way to get irrigation to it. She was just really inventive as well. And she went on to do a variety of things and I was able to I skimmed the surface. I didn't use anywhere close to all the stuff that I had for Annie's interview because I was trying to give, about the same length of time to each woman, and we need to make it, a consumable amount of time for the documentary. But that was cool. I got to play, I got to pretend like I worked for the History Channel on that one because Dan and his brother and their family got a hold of the property owners that now own the land where Annie originally had her homestead near Power. And they went out because they were like, hey, Annie's wagon is buried out here. So the landowners now allowed them to come out and dig up Annie's original wagon. They've got their metal detectors there and all the things, and they've got their maps, and they're trying to figure out where pictures were taken from her. And I got to go out and just hang out and, fly the drone, stick a GoPro down in a well, all of that fun stuff. But I was like, this feels like I get to be a History Channel
it's fun
camera person for this. So that was really fun. Her story continues to evolve.
Good for you.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to play one more of the songs.
May or may not have killed her husband. Watch the documentary. Just throw that out there.
Here's another song from the documentary, but it has words.
Oh, great.
Sorry.
Can't wait.
Sorry. Treat me all right at the landing. I'll sing unchained melody. Let pearl fall here. While island deep. Won't just let you sit there. No, you've gotta stand up and be heard. Don't you know the roof comes down? Then know every word. And when the lights go down, it's just me alone with that big white sky. And when the lights go down, it's just me alone with a question. Why am I in Wyoming? Why am I not there with you? Why did I come here anyway? Why can I stop missing you? Just for a minute. Guess I don't play well with others. You're not on my team. Now if I had my way, darling, I'd slip this dream. 'Cause without you, nothing is that pretty here. I count every hour. So just come down here and haunt me, babe. Baby, just come down now. And when the lights go down, it's just me alone with that big white sky. And when the lights go down, it's just me alone with a question. Why am I in Wyoming? Why am I not there with you? Why did I come here anyway? Why can I stop missing you? Just for a minute, maybe a day. We're just talking about how to fix the show off camera. Here's
Don't
my
mind
next
us.
question for
Yeah.
you. Because can you talk about the project you're working on now, or is that kind of top secret till it
Oh,
comes
no,
out?
I can talk about it. I will just say kind of broad level because it is not my story. And so I am helping to freelance produce a documentary about Derek Dowson, who is a guy who died when he was just 16 here in Great Falls in the early 2000s in a really kind of freak, weird farming electrocution situation. But his family, who they're just really incredible people, and they're continuing Derek's legacy. His sister Nicole and his sister Tori and his mom Angie, they are putting together this documentary to share the story of who Derek was and then how he influenced not just football, he was a football player, but those around him and how people can continue to live in his legacy based on his character and his work ethic. There is a foundation and a tradition now that happens at Great Falls High with the Bison football team. So Derek wore number 40, and there is now a tradition where they get passed down. Somebody gets selected every year to wear the 40 jersey, and it's become very prestigious because it honors Derek, and Derek's legacy lives on through that. So that was started about 10 years after Derek died, and so it's been going on for about 10 years now. And it's called I Am Number 40. That's what the documentary will be. That's what this is all about. And so the neat part is the person who is bestowed number 40 for the year then selects the next teammate who will wear number 40 for the prior year. And so this documentary that the family, that I have the honor of getting to dive in and learn and be part of their story, because it is so personal. And so to be invited into that to help share that is not something I take lightly at all, because I understand when you're sharing your family story that's hard, and it's hard to let that go. So to be part of that is really neat, and trying to do honor and justice to their story. And it'll walk through who Derek was and then this legacy of the I Am Number 40 and then 40 jersey. So hopefully later this spring it'll come out. So
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right. So the show is called Making Meaning.
Okay.
And you
Great
are.
name. Good job.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Applause again. Hit that applause.
You're doing a ton of stuff, and this is something that we both talk about because we both do a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
I find that I know that some of that was a diagnosis that needed to happen for me. But when do you need all of these things in your life for it to feel full? Because you're doing a ton. You're working multiple jobs, and you're doing them well.
I don't know about that.
We don't feel like we do. We
Yeah.
don't feel like we do. I'm not asking for ranking, but I think if you're like me, I think this is what I perceive from you is that you actually need every piece of this for different parts of the puzzle of making meaning in your life. that an
A
accurate statement?
therapist over here.
Oh.
Do you need these things?
Do you need them?
We're getting real deep here.
Can you let anything go?
Can you let anything go? And this is a season
It's
in
really
life
not letting
too.
go.
Right.
I don't know that you would.
Right. The interesting thing is, I've thought about this, and when I feel I've been most productive in my life, and I say that hesitantly because I don't want to replace busyness or productivity with meaning and purpose, because that's not like I'm a believer, I'm one of faith, and so for me, meaning in life and what we're doing here and what this is all about is none of those things. Like we use our gifts and talents to
Yes.
help others, to glorify God. I want to make the most of and give my best to the opportunities that are presented to me, but that's not where my worth is at the end of the day, right? And that's also hard. I'm going on a brief tangent. I'm
I
sorry.
want these.
That is hard. Jason, my husband, and I reflect on this because in the TV world, it becomes so much of your identity. And I think we can all relate to that in our, various professions or things we're involved in, and our kids and our families and our friends. In the TV world, it's so interesting because if you have loyal viewers, which thank you, loyal viewers, they feel like they know you after they watch you on TV, which I'm really grateful for, because if somebody says that to me, I'm like, great, that means I was able to, in some way reach through that lens and connect with you over the years.
They also have ownership.
There's also this, that becomes, you are,
Yes.
oh, news lady, whatever. I am very grateful for that. But it also, in that world, it becomes part of your identity. And when you step away from that, you're like, okay, I'm grateful that's part of my identity, but also what is your identity beyond that? And it becomes one and the same often with that career.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and I find, and I don't know if this is the case with you, but I worked for the church for 20
Mhm.
years. I teach.
Right.
So highly moralistic communities.
Yeah.
And I have a responsibility to those communities.
Mm-hmm.
The art sometimes is not moralistic, right? Or not, it's not told in a way that they would, that the church ladies might enjoy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that is always something that I'm weighing.
Different pieces of you, and you don't want to be a chameleon, right? For
Right.
different people.
I don't want to be wearing
But-
masks.
Right.
Right. But
But who
you
are
have an
you?
obligation
Right.
when you're in the role.
Right.
And you've had many roles. So in tourism,
Yeah.
you have a role.
Right. Right. I totally veered off from your initial
This is
from your initial question, because
this
I
is
don't
all-
even quite remember where we were going
this is all
with it.
perfect.
But the question was, yes, the very therapy question. Do
Uh-huh.
I need all these things in my life? That's right. So I'll just say, going back to identity meaning, and yes, this is where I was going. I found in my life when I feel the most productive is actually not when I pull back on everything. It's when I have a lot. Now, arguably, is it too much at the moment? Maybe. This is a season of life.
Yes.
And there's learning and growing happening, and I'm very grateful for it. But I think oftentimes, because by personality, like I mentioned before, by personality and by design through the career I had, which was a very, you're always on call, you're always on in front of people, and there's always a deadline. There's a constant daily multiple deadlines happening, that by nature I've become deadline driven in terms of productivity. And so when I have lots of things going on, it's like, okay, we just got to knock
It's the
this
next
out.
one. Yes.
But I am also, and I hate admitting this about myself because I don't want it to be true,
Okay.
but can procrastinate. And I have also discovered about myself, which is, not something that I want to be true about myself, but discovered that it is, that if I don't know how to do something, which is often, if I don't feel like I have a full grasp, or I'm not like, I'm not past like a creative hump, things like that, or I think I'm going to not do it right, or not do it how somebody else thinks I should be doing it, then that's when the procrastination kicks in. And I don't love that.
No.
And trying to figure out, okay,
The perfectionism,
let's
procrastination
right.
loop.
Right.
Right.
Yep. So in a space right now where there's a lot and it's constant, but it's good. And I also can look back at this season, I think, and be like, wow, Look at everything I
Yes.
learned. Look at what I was
Yes.
able to be involved in, the opportunities that came my way, but a balance of saying yes and no in this season as well.
Yes.
Always, but especially in this season.
I like having a big project
Mm-hmm.
every year because now you can, like last year, you won a Telly. You
Yeah.
made it. You made a documentary. You won a Telly. You
Yeah.
did other things,
Right.
but like that's you,
that was a
like where
highlight
was
for
that
sure.
in that you could?
Yep.
That's the anchor for what you were doing.
That's a really good point. Yeah, big projects do give you anchor points.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I need that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't need it, but
Do you need that, Joel?
I need that. I poorly phrased that question to Shannon, and she's gonna get.
That's a good question.
It's the same one I ask myself
Mhm.
because I'm older than you. My capacity, the things that I'm able to do, and the things that I am able to do.
Mhm.
Like I'm probably the best teacher that I've ever been because of experience, but I'm also the most tired that I've been in my. You know what I mean? Like,
Isn't that the fun thing about getting older? You do have more
Right.
clarity and wisdom, but
but
less
you're-
of the energy.
Yes. So like that's the balance
Mm.
is really coming up with and who deserves things. So if I'm
Mm.
striving, like this show, I'm striving with this show.
Yeah.
I'm putting on this thing once a week. I've told myself I'm going to do it. It's just like going to the gym.
Which I was thinking about, by the way, on my way here. I'm like, that's amazing that Joel has committed to being live
Yeah.
live here every week at this time.
Right.
That's a huge commitment.
It's wild.
Yeah.
But I also know that like you, there's a lot of people that know me and would like to be on the show and we'll do this. It's not like I'm going to run out of ideas or people
Right.
or, people to get gotcha questions with. Gotcha.
No one's given you a gotcha question so
I know.
far.
That's okay.
Yeah.
They just want to say hi and woot woot.
Great. Love it.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Do you have something you're working on next? Do you have anything you're
Mhm.
desirous of working on? Something you want to
Oh.
get to?
Desirous.
I know.
Big words. What am I desirously needing?
Yeah.
um,
Wait a second.
Ever since I was little, I wanted to be an actress. And it's been neat because here in Great Falls, in our community over the last few years, how the film community has grown and given COVID and things like that, how that's expanded what production looks like in film and television. We've had opportunities here in Great Falls and in Montana to have television shows and movies and things like that shooting here. And I've gotten the opportunity to be part of a couple of those, that gives me energy. Like, it is exhausting, but it energizes me to be part of that. And that's part of my role with tourism. I wear a hat called the film liaison. It's a newer position, but working with film crews and things like that. And that energizes me. And I love that. And so to be able to fast forward here in my late 30s here in Great Falls, Montana, to be able to say, like, in my 30s in Great Falls, Montana, I've gotten the chance to be
Yes.
in movies.
Yes.
It's just so cool. And so the thing I would be desirous of, to use your word, is more opportunities like that.
Good.
Because those excite me and energize me.
Here, I got to show a couple pictures. Young Shannon.
Ooh,
Are you
baby
ready?
Shannon.
Baby Shannon.
Sort of baby. This is sad that this is baby.
You're the one saying baby
This is how
Shannon.
life works.
There she is.
Yeah.
Green wall.
This was at KRTV.
Nice.
I was 18.
What?
18 maybe? No, 20. It was one of the times I was interning at KRTV in college
Yeah.
and got to do weekend fill-in. I don't know anything about weather.
Yeah.
I'm married to a meteorologist, but I do not know anything about weather.
Are you married,
And
married to maybe that
oh
guy?
yeah. Oh hey, there we
That guy
go.
there? Okay.
Yeah, Jason and I on set at KRTV. So that prior picture was when I was 20, we'll say 19, 20, something like that, and got to intern and try my hand at weather, the old set there, learning on the green screen, which, by the way, if you're going to get into it, this is the way to do it because you learn how to ad lib. You learn not to rely on a script because people might not know weather is not, it's not scripted. You don't
No.
have something you're reading on there.
Especially this year.
Yeah, right. You just have a green screen behind you, camera in front of you, timer that says 3.5 minutes typically, and you got to go and talk. So I'm grateful that that's how I got into it, because I learned to not be scared of when the prompter stops working or things like that.
Yeah.
But got my start there interning.
So how tall is your husband in this picture?
5'11".
5'11". And what's going
good
on?
Question. I am 5'2".
That's my.
So I am still
there.
short in this, obviously, but we have those stands that were built.
Not apple crates.
And I don't know if that one said it or not, but we had ones where you might remember Katie Stuckey, who's from Great Falls, who was on Cure TV, was there before me, as a really good friend of mine, one of my best friends still today. But when we were both there would be like I think it said like the Stuckey Step Up or something, and mine said like the Newth Knee High. So it'd be like written in Sharpie on those things. So they drag them over. So I would stand on that. So it was a little less visually jarring, perhaps. And then when I sat at the news desk, when I first started, they had phone books. Like I would sit on stacked up phone books, which is, a little unsteady and not the most comfortable thing, but sat on phone books. And then we upgraded to like chair cushions that we would stack up, and then moved to standing. We had those boxes, and then we also had like the exercise steps, like I'm going to do step aerobic steps on set as well. Yeah.
I like that. Just memory lane stuff here.
That is one of the things that people say most to me when I like, oh, you're a lot shorter than I thought.
That's you. Yep. You're holding the trophy of you in motion.
The runner in motion there.
Continuous.
No, these are my wonderful parents. My dad on the left there, he passed away from colorectal cancer in 2010. And then my mom there on the right, Tawny Newth, she's live, going strong today, cancer survivor herself. So
recent friend
more recent,
of mine,
very recent Facebook friend
so
of
she
yours.
can watch her daughter.
Yes.
There's you and Dad.
And that is my favorite picture, I think, of me and my dad.
Yeah.
And ever since he passed, I've had that picture printed in a frame that has lived on my desk at work, whether that was Care TV or tourism. Like, it's just passed around. I love that. We were golfing in Colorado there, and it was probably 10 or something like that.
That's awesome.
And yeah, my dad was just an incredible man, and I have it sitting with me all the time, because at his memorial service, we shared 4 words that embodied him, and they are ones that I strive to be. And so having him in front of me reminds me of that. But perseverance, determination, integrity, and excellence were the 4 words used to describe him at his memorial service. And so those are things that perseverance, because he was a runner, and then I ended up running cross country in high school and college. And so him teaching me those words through the context of long distance, like cross country running. But that perseverance one is really how he lived. All of those are how he lived his life. But those are ones that I strive for. Like, I hope I can make him proud in that, and just continue to strive that hopefully those words can be part of the legacy I leave behind as well.
It's beautiful.
I have great parents.
There
Very thankful.
I'm going to show these 2 pictures because you got some other troublemakers in your life, apparently.
Look at that. Isn't he great? That is Watson.
That's Watson. Let me see.
He is a rescue dog. And then little Miss Maya May. Yeah.
There we go. Almost.
Maya disappeared. Yeah. So these are our fur babies here. So Watson, the brindle on the left, he is 9 now. Got him from, both of them came from the Great Falls Animal Shelter, actually. And then Maya over there, we got her about 3 years ago. And they're just great. Love them very much. Did agility classes with Watson, which was a lot of fun. Which was a lot of fun. So they're fantastic.
Listen, lady, I want to thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
I want to thank you for including me in your shenanigans from time to time.
Are you kidding me? Thank you. Thank you.
More to come.
You level up everything that you're involved in, Joel, for real.
That's very sweet.
It's true.
Thank you.
It's a true story.
I'm very bad at taking compliments.
Would you want me to keep them coming?
I've seen you do it too. No, hey, that's the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching another edition of Making Meaning with Joel Corda. Have a great week, and I'll see you next week.